Yeah, there's a thing as MAD, which is called mutual area destruction. Basically saying if somebody shoot out a missile, then everybody else will follow suit, man. And ultimately, that's the beautiful thing about prophecy, because even though these Edomites are trying to stop it, they're doing everything in their power to fulfill it, man. Let's go ahead and read a little bit more of it. It says, in a 5-day major ruling power, it's like a major ruling party meeting last week, Kim said he will launch 3 more military spy satellites, produce more nuclear material, and develop attack drones this year in what observers say is an attempt to increase his leverage in future diplomacy with the U.S. And these people are preparing war because he's not making these spy satellites and making these nuclear materials and developing attacking drones. Those things are not made for no reason. These different nations are spending billions and trillions of dollars to fight, man. You know? Continuing on, in a meeting on Sunday with Army officer Kim said it is urged to sharpen the treasured short sword. And what's that treasured short sword, man? Those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. It says to sharpen the treasured sword to safeguard national security, and apparent reference to his country's nuclear weapon program. He cited the U.S. and other hostile forces' military confrontation moves, according to the official Central News Agency. So these guys, they're going to invest in their treasured sword, which is what? Those nuclear materials, man. And this is how this Western society or this beast system is going to be taken out. Because this is the same thing that you use to get on top, Let's go ahead and start off right here. This is the book of Jeremiah 50. And I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. And this talking about Babylon the Great. Everybody is going to turn on this war, America, which is known as Babylon the Great. Just quoted that book of Obadiah, thou art greatly despised. And it even tells you in the book of Revelations, the 17th chapter, how your own allies are going to turn against you. Continuing on, it says, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as in mighty expert men. None shall return in vain. Because ultimately, these different nations are who's going to be making these nuclear missiles to shoot off at this whore. Guess what? The Lord is going to be in complete control of it, man. Because ultimately, the nuclear missiles, they're their own nation too. That's a part of the Lord's personal army too. That's the army that the Lord is going to use to take out this Western hemisphere, man. Matter of fact, let's get something to bag it up. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 16, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Read it through. It says, woe be unto the Babylon in Asia, woe be unto the Egypt in Syria. Now that word woe actually means destruction. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And everybody know that the destruction or the downfall of America is near. It's just like blood in the water with sharks around. Everybody is ready to get a piece of this horror, man. It says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and where is he that may drive them away? The Lord got your number, and you cannot drive it away, man. It says, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may any man quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer, the mighty Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, sending the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So ultimately, through the will of the Heavenly Father, the nuclear missiles are going to destroy this Western Hemisphere. The Lord is going to be controlled, because it also tells you how when those missiles get shot off, none shall break their rank. So these anti-defense systems and these anti-nuclear missile systems that Esau is creating is not going to do nothing. It's not going to do nothing, man. Because the will of the Lord want this place to be taken out. Let's go ahead and go back into Jeremiah 50 in verse 10 again. Just going back. It says, "For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And Chaldea shall be spoiled, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord." Because soon as this place get taken down, it's going to be a sense of relief, man. All that sighing and crying that the so-called white man have caused is going to stop. Because why? He's going to be taken out. Continuing on, because you were glad, because you rejoice, O destroyers of my heritage, because ye have grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. Yes, because ultimately America have destroyed the heritage of the Israelites. We was once Yasharada, Yahawada, Ra'alban, lawyer. We was all once one of these names, but now Esau just changed us to African Americans. That's how he destroyed our heritage. But this is also, you have grown fat as a heifer in the grass. So you have grown proud, man. And the one reason why you proud, because you have the children of the Lord in your hands, man, in captivity. But the Lord is going to stop that. It says, "Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert." So guess what? This ain't no coincidence why North Korea, they're not fucking with Russia. They're not even fucking with Britain. Why they ain't sending threats to Germany and France? No, they sending threats to America because America is the biggest threat to life, for the lack of better words. America is the baby of this beast system, and that's where wickedness and death flows from, man. And it's going to get to a point when even these whore allies, such as Britain, such as France, such as Germany, is going to turn and shoot those arrows against her too, man. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Yeah, because everybody who's going to see America, the before and after picture, before it was the place to be, and after is the place before it's the place to be, but after is going to be a representation of what to do to piss the Lord off, or what not to do. Like Sodom and Gomorrah was an example of unrighteousness, America is going to be an example of unrighteousness. That's why everybody's going to hiss her plagues. Like, damn, you got knocked the fuck out, Continuing on, though. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord." Showing you that the nuclear weaponry that is made upon the planet Earth, the ones that's made now, the nuclear warheads, and even the ones that's going to be made in the future, all those are going to be put in use. It's not going to be no such thing as, yes, we're going to denuclearize and 50 years later, everything's going to be okay. No. These weapons of war are meant to be in use, and ultimately these weapons of war are meant to transfer this kingdom out and transfer the kingdom of heaven in. So yeah, I just pray this video was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash, Shalom.